All right, so I'm going to combine the next two. These are power chords versus bar chords. Power chords don't have the third that we've been talking about. So it's literally just root, fifth, root. That's it. Thing that's interesting about power chords, whether you're playing acoustic or electric, what's the guide fingers your ring, and this has to do with bar chords in general. When you think about what a bar chord is, we're moving a traditional chord. So if I have an E chord, right, there's my traditional E. If I don't use my pointer finger, refinger it, that becomes my form 1 bar chord. And so the guide finger for an E was middle. So when we go to this, it's going to be the ring. This becomes really important when I'm moving around, because if you notice someone playing bar chords, or power chords even, if I want to slide down, if I leave my pointer finger, it's going to collapse. But if I leave my ring, it becomes a really great trick for moving around. And just in general, if I'm going A to B minor, like that, it's all about that ring getting in place. Guide fingers are so important for just making it clean and consistent. But what's written down here is that we have all the notes for the two big strings. So this is your first step towards memorizing notes in the guitar. And what I recommend you do is literally just E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. Really just kind of give yourself some sort of exercise. E, B, C sharp, A. Do them on one string. A, E, F sharp, D. Go through all the patterns on one string. Then go to the next string. Do the same thing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Right? And you can do all with one finger. It's memorization. Slow, steady. Say it out loud though, because I talk about meeting new people, right? It's just you're memorizing that way. So anyway, so as we go through chords, I kind of gave some exercises where we have to find them in multiple ways. So for instance, power chords. So we've got E. We can do this one for E and A, where I'm just doing a one finger. All right, so E to B5, power chord, to C sharp, to A. Well, then the next E would be up here in form 2. And then form 1 for B, then C sharp, and then A. So now I have 2 different ways for that one. So let's keep going. A, E, F sharp, to D, which is also A, E, F sharp, same D. So we could have gone, but it's also just what's the easiest. D to A to B to D, which, yeah, that's all that one is. We could do it here. A little bit tricky up that high. G to D to E to C. Or G, right? G. Different options. C, G, A, F. So C, G, A, then F. Or C, G, A, F. Different sounds. Right? Good rock stuff. So that same idea we're going to do with the full bar chords. The form 2 majors, or form 1 major versus minor, these all work the same as E. Then form 2, so now it's a root. So I'm doing C's, but what's written are B's. Right? All of these, we're going to go through these same exercises. You just want to find different ways. Write it down. This is workbook style. So, go through one page and just sit there and say, okay, what are my different options for all these, and just play through them.